Okay, I just got access to OpenAI ChatGPT Codex, so let's have a quick look at what this getting started window looks like. Okay, that's not a good start. Here we are. Try again. Okay, so we have to connect to GitHub. Sure. This is probably working well because I have the same Gmail account that I use for GitHub and for... Alright. It's not finding anything. Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, this looks better. This is annoying. GitHub always wants to use your mobile, but you can just use your password. It's just a bit hidden. Okay, looks like we're finally somewhere. Let's close this. Alright. How about this book? No. Create environment. Let's go back actually and try another environment. Look at what the name is that I'm looking at here. Yeah, let's try this one. Finding that one. Shame. Okay. Okay, so in the bottom here we see an amazing pop-up that, and actually, hold on, here's my phone and it just started doing something. I guess we'll see if I can zoom that in later, but there's a pop-up here. I'm gonna press allow. Starting Codex. So I have the ChatGPT app installed on my phone. Not sure what that's doing here. I guess it now shows up. I can't really see in the reflection, but up here, yeah, there it is, Codex, where my finger is. So that's here now, and it wasn't there a minute ago. So if you want to get access to this, for me, what worked is okay, now it's trying. So this. See if that works. This is actually, I'm going to use the repository itself here to build, because what this repository is a project which allows the README markdown file of a GitHub repo to be turned into a website. I'll quickly show you what that is. So this is not related to Codex, but this is the project that I'm running here. So this is a website. I put a domain here on Cloudflare, but you don't have to. Otherwise, there's another one is README. I think it's like this. Pages. I think that also works. Yeah. So. That's the project, and I can also show you the repo. So what this project does is it takes the repo here and then builds the markdown file, which is called readme.md, md for markdown, into a website, and it publishes that as a website. So now you have a website from your code repo instead of having to direct your users to the repo. Okay, that was it. Let's see if it worked. Okay, it's running something. Again, my phone is saying the same thing. I don't know why. Okay, see that? So it's reading something and it's running it. Yeah, that's all weird. Okay, let's just try something. Make suggestions on how to improve this code base. The objective is to keep this utility functional without any commands or flags. I want the code base as flat as possible with minimal dependencies. If needed, we can adapt system open source software to inline code rather than import. Okay, let's see if it does something. This is kind of the way I've already designed this utility, so it might not find that much, because I'm kind of asking it to look for something that, if I had done my job well, was already minimal. That's it. We don't know that. Okay, so I did something here. Okay, so I guess we have all these tasks here, and there's an archive folder there, and everything kind of disappears, and you have to multitask. I don't know how to do that, but maybe other people do. Go through the code base, find issues, and propose one task to fix a typo, one task to fix a bug. Okay, this is some stuff it made up itself. Here's another thing. Pick apart the code base that seems important to find and fix a bug. Okay, here it found an improvement. It's a bit hard to see because this is a whole big line that has just been edited. I don't know where. Let's see which part is different. Async ng split, URL path name, path parts, s length. Okay, so here's the difference. Line 6 used to be s length -1, and now it's this. And then it kind of still does that. Must be around there though. Okay, so it's this is probably this here, replace. So replacing the .git part, that's what it mentioned here. This is useful. Okay, let's try to make a pull request. As long as we can keep track of all the parallel view pull requests. Okay, very cool. No doubt we get a whole bunch of automated tests from GitHub that don't really actually say much and just take up time and convolute the process. Merged. Okay, very cool. Let's see if I can status. Yeah, okay, that worked. And actually, we can also have a look quickly at Cloudflare. What? Yep. So I just rebuilt that site. I hope it worked to build. Yes, it worked. So this is here the README site package is when a new Git commit is done, like I just did, to GitHub. Cloudflare sees that, or gets a notification, I guess, and rebuilds it. And of course, this package is used to build itself. So the package is used. The head of the master branch is used to then build the readme.markdown file of the repo itself and turn it into this site. So we didn't see anything new here, but still a good refresh. Let me demonstrate what I mean. So let's. So again, this Git package is JavaScript, and what it does is it builds that markdown file into a website. And now let's just. So this one is going to create your thing by the the same directory. We can just put this here. Probably not a good idea actually. You know, the simplest thing is always to add a new line at the end. There used to be a convention in code that you would end new line. That you would always end on a new line in a code file. Now, this was just committed, and then we can go back to GitHub, and as you can see here, this end on new line commit just came in and it's building it. So we can have a quick look. And here we see the output of the package itself, the README site package, and it's running this command npx. And the theme here is system. This is a theme that allows me to change the colors of the website depending on if your computer system is in dark mode or not. And here's the Google Analytics tag, so that's a Google Analytics snippet. Successfully deployed. Yeah, I mean, we're not going to see a change in the text. I guess that was a poor example after all. Okay, well, this works well. Let's go back to Codex now. This failed, okay. Environment setup failed. Well, let's. Cannot find package marked. Okay. Well, yeah, maybe it should install it then. So much for agentic. I also got a sweet notification on my phone that it's finished. No, that's not the one. Well, anyways, I was reminded of the error everywhere. Let's see if this time it will finish building. Probably not. This is ridiculous. But this is not very useful right now. Okay. Well, anyways, maybe we should end on that note that it's work in progress. Some doubts about the agentic nature of this thing, which doesn't know how to build a website or a package that builds with a command without subcommands or flags or anything. Expressly designed for that, actually. So probably needs some artificial or human intelligence, but keep looking at how this can be useful, and hopefully we'll find a way to make good use of this in the future.